is a Southeast Asian nation whose landscape spans low-lying plains, the Mekong Delta, mountains, and Gulf of Thailand coastline. Phnom Penh, its capital, is home to the Art Deco Central Market, glittering royal palace, and the National Museum's historical and archaeological exhibits. In the country's northwest are the ruins of Angkor Wat, a massive stone temple complex built during the Khmer Empire. Cambodia is famous for its rich history and culture, particularly its magnificent ancient temples like Angkor Wat, which is the world's largest religious monument. The country is also known for its dark history, including the Khmer Rouge regime and the killing fields. Beyond history, Cambodia boasts beautiful beaches, a vibrant cuisine, and a unique blend of traditional arts and music.
The Whispering Stones of Angkor Wat. In the heart of Cambodia, where the thick jungle vines cradle ancient temples and the air hums with the echoes of centuries past, there lived a curious girl named Dara. She lived in the small village of Bakong, just beyond the shadows of the towering Angkor Wat. Though the tourists came and went, capturing photos of the grand stone faces and carvings of gods, Dara felt that the temples held something deeper, a voice waiting to be heard. Every evening after school, Dara would sneak away with her notebook and pencils and climb the worn stone steps of a lesser-known temple called Tassam. There, she would sit quietly, sketching the smiling faces carved into the stone and listening to the wind weaving through the crumbling towers. One day, as the sun dipped low and the sky turned golden, Dara leaned her head against a moss-covered pillar and closed her eyes. That's when she heard it, a soft whisper, barely louder than the rustling leaves. "Dara," it said, "you are ready." Startled, she sat up, but no one was there. Only the jungle, glowing with sunset light. The voice came again, not frightening, but ancient and kind. "Follow the path of the Naga." Suddenly, the carvings of serpents that wound along the temple walls seemed to shimmer. Dara stood and traced them with her fingers, feeling a faint warmth beneath the stone. She followed them out of the temple and into the forest, where the trees grew older and taller. She walked for what felt like hours, led by the glimmering serpents, until she reached a hidden clearing. There, in the center, stood a forgotten shrine, covered in gold dust and vines. A gentle glow pulsed from its center. Dara stepped forward, heart pounding. Inside the shrine, she found a stone tablet with a message etched in the ancient Khmer script. As if guided by unseen hands, Dara read aloud. The moment she spoke the last word, the clearing bloomed with light, and images danced in the air, scenes of the ancient Khmer Empire, kings and dancers, rivers of trade, and moments of peace and prosperity. The stones had spoken. They had chosen her to be their new storyteller. From that day on, Dara no longer just drew pictures, she told the stories of Cambodia, of its strength and beauty, its pain and resilience. People from all over the country came to listen, and as they did, they remembered. The stones whispered no more. They had found their voice through Dara. Phnom Penh, the heartbeat of Cambodia. Phnom Penh, the vibrant capital of Cambodia, sits at the confluence of three great rivers, the Mekong, the Tonle Sap, and the Bassac. Once known as the Pearl of Asia during French colonial times, this city is a dynamic blend of the old and the new. Tradition and modernity, peace and energy. By day, Phnom Penh buzzes with the hum of motorbikes, tuk-tuks, and street vendors selling fragrant noodle soups, grilled meats, and fresh tropical fruits. At its core stands the Royal Palace, with its glittering golden spires and the silver pagoda, home to sacred treasures, including a life-sized emerald Buddha. Not far away, the National Museum offers a rich collection of Khmer art and sculpture that tells the story of Cambodia's deep spiritual and artistic heritage. The wide boulevards are lined with French colonial architecture, old villas, balconies, and arcades, now home to chic cafes, boutiques, and offices. Along the Sisoath Quay, the city's famous riverfront, locals and tourists alike stroll in the evening breeze, enjoying the view where the rivers meet, often stopping for iced coffee or traditional Khmer dishes. Sites like Tuol Sleng Genocide Museum and the Chung Ek killing fields stand as sobering reminders of the country's tragic history under the. These sites are essential in honoring the resilience of the Cambodian people and teaching future generations about the past. Young Cambodians, filled with energy and creativity, are transforming the city's cultural scene with art, music, tech startups, and social movements. In Phnom Penh, every sunrise reflects off golden rooftops, and every sunset dyes the rivers in hues of fire and calm. It is a city of contrasts where sorrow and hope, tradition and progress, royalty and ordinary life all intertwine in a uniquely Cambodian rhythm. A message to future visitors of Cambodia. Welcome to the Kingdom of Wonder. Cambodia is more than just a destination, it's a heartfelt experience. From the awe-inspiring majesty of Angkor Wat at sunrise to the gentle smiles of the local people, every moment here offers something unforgettable. Here, history whispers through ancient temples, rivers flow with stories, and cities like Phnom Penh and Siem Reap hum with culture, flavor, and resilience. You'll discover the delicate beauty of traditional Apsara dance, the rich flavors of Khmer cuisine, and the warmth of a people proud of their heritage and hopeful for their future. Whether you explore the quiet countryside, ride a tuk-tuk through bustling streets, or share stories over a bowl of fish amok, you'll find that Cambodia doesn't just open its doors, it opens its heart. So come with respect, curiosity, and an open spirit. Cambodia is ready to welcome you not just as a tourist, but as a guest, a learner, and a friend.
Here's a description of the people and living environment in Cambodia today. The people of Cambodia. Cambodians, known as the Khmer people, are widely known for their warmth, hospitality, and resilience. Family is at the center of Cambodian life, and respect for elders, traditions, and Buddhism is deeply rooted in daily behavior. Most Cambodians practice Theravada Buddhism, which shapes their values of kindness, patience, and community harmony. Festivals like Khmer New Year and Pichum Ben bring families together to honor ancestors, share food, and celebrate with joy. The population is young. Over half of Cambodians are under 25, and many are eager to study, work, and build a brighter future. Education and job opportunities are growing, especially in cities, where youth are embracing both tradition and modern lifestyles. The living environment in Cambodia. Cambodia's living environment is a mix of urban growth and rural beauty. In cities like Phnom Penh, Siem Reap, and Sihanoukville, modern apartments, office buildings, cafes, and shopping centers are rising. While development brings convenience, traffic congestion and pollution can be concerns in busy areas. In contrast, rural Cambodia is still home to most of the population. Life in the countryside is simpler and closely connected to nature. People often live in wooden or stilted houses, surrounded by rice fields, palm trees, and rivers. The air is fresh, and neighbors know each other well. Cambodians live with a strong connection to their environment, but deforestation, plastic waste, and climate change pose growing challenges. Thankfully, awareness of environmental protection is increasing, especially among young people and community organizations. In short, Cambodia's people are its greatest strength: resilient, friendly, and full of potential, living in a land rich with both cultural heritage and natural beauty.
Thanks for watching.